Alrighty, we'd like to welcome everybody back to practicallyandroid.com, where we go through practical and beneficial ways to use your Android in everyday life. So this is the last video, at least that I think for now, of our video series showing you what other cool things you can do with the home replacement app. And for this video, I'm going to show you what's called home button binding and gestures. And these are things that you can't really see, you know, in your home replacement app, but that are really functional and that's just super nice. So let's go ahead and get started. First, home button binding. So what is that? Certain home replacement apps will give specific functionalities for when you hit your home button. So right now I have it set up as just when I hit my home button, it goes to my main screen, which is the middle one. Okay. Which actually I should show you how you can change that. Let's say I want my home screen to be this one, which is the second screen. It just goes from top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the second screen. Let's say I want that to be my home screen. Well, what you do, there should be a way with ADW launcher. What you do is you hit menu, then hit edit. Now, I have to say that when I first tried to set this up, I was so frustrated because I couldn't figure out where to change that in the ADW settings, which you would think that's where it would be, but it's not. So what you do is you hit you go to the screen you want it to be the main screen, then you hit menu, hit edit, and then it's going to show you, or you go to that screen and then you tap on the top, home. See that little home button on the top? Or you could delete it. If you hit X, it'll delete it, which I'm not going to do. Or if you hit plus, it'll just add another screen to the left of that. Or if I do, you know, the plus on the right, it'll do another one to the right. Once you're done, you hit the back button. Now let's take a look at this. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, but I didn't show you. Oh, and let's test this. So if I go up to this screen and hit menu. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh no, I did do that right. I just forgot. I chose this as my home screen, but I actually want this to be my home screen. So let's try that again. Back, home. There you go. Let's just make sure. So I'm at this different screen. I'm gonna hit home. Boom. I'm right there. So that's how that works. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to show you how you can change what happens when you hit your home button. Now I'm just kind of picky. I'm just going to delete this screen that I'm not going to use, and I'm going to put my home screen back to this main screen. And you know, that's pretty easy to do. It's something you can just change whenever you want. But anyway, I digress. So menu, more, ADW settings. And I am going to go to general behavior and then gestures. And then this second one from the top is home button binding. So what this does is you can change what happens when you tap your home button. So you can have it be, I just have it set up to move to my default desktop. You can even change it to say do nothing. Or you can, some people find this very useful. You can have it move to your default desktop and show you your previews. So let's show you what that looks like. Let's say I'm at this, you know, I'm not on my home screen. So if I tap the home button once, it goes to the main menu. If I tap my home button when I'm in the main menu, it'll show you my home screen, or my, you know, the previews, which is really cool, right? And I just don't do that because sometimes I hit the home button all the time and it's kind of annoying to see that. But that's still pretty neat. So let me show you a couple of other things that you can do. You can have it just open or close your app drawer, show or hide your status bar, which is cool because I have mine hidden right for my desktops. So that would be nice. You can even set it up to open a specific app, which is really neat. So anyway, that's kind of how that is and how that can be really useful to you. So again, it's not anything you see specifically, but it's kind of a nice functionality just to hit your home and get to a specific thing. So the next I want to show you, actually let me move this back to just move to default desktop. The next thing I want to show you is gestures. Now this is super awesome. You may or may not have noticed that I actually don't have anywhere that you can visibly see to access my my app drawer. How do I do it? Well, you can set it up to just slide a certain gesture on your phone to have it do specific things. So for example, I have it set up because I don't like my notification bar to show. Well, how do I pull down my notification bar if there's nothing there? Well, I can actually just now this is kind of hard to show on this video just because you can't see where my finger is, but I'm just going to try to explain it. So if you see on the top of Andy, I'm just going to scroll down from there, from the middle of the screen. I'm going to scroll down 1, 2, 3. Oops. I was long holding, sorry. So I'm going to scroll from the bottom of the screen down, just like a half an inch. And because the phone feels that that's a gesture, I'm swiping down, it's pulling down my home screen or my notification. And then I have it set up that if I swipe up, it pulls up my app drawer. Pretty cool. And I'll show you where you can adjust that. It's actually in the same screen as we were in before. So we'll go to General Behavior, Gestures, and swipe down action. So you can set it up to open and close your dock bar. You can open and close app drawer, show previews. So I mean, you can just choose these, which is really cool. And the same thing for swipe up and down. And for swiping up, I mean, you can again choose a specific app for it to launch when you swipe up. Let's say you look at your calendar all the time, or your to-do list, or your favorite game, etc. The sky's the limit. So those are two really cool things that you can do. It just makes things a lot smoother, and in my opinion, I think gestures is where it needs to be. And some launchers will actually set it up so that, I'm going to show you this here. From your lock screen, you can actually like swipe and do things. The one ADW doesn't, but there's some launchers out there that do. Excuse me. So anyway, that's kind of how that works. But that's it for this video. If you have any questions about what we covered here, go ahead and send an email to staff@practicallyandroid.com, or you can go on practicallyandroid.com, and on the top right hand side there's a link that says Android questions. You can drop them there as well. You can also like our Facebook page on there. And if you like what we do here, you can show your appreciation by paying attention to the ads that come up and clicking on them if you find them useful, because then we make some revenue and we can continue to bring some good tips for you. But that's it for today. So just remember, for a more practical life, practicallyandroid.com. Take care, y'all.